Toulouse won the Coupe de France final. With a score of 5-1 against the current champions, Nantes. The fans of Nantes were present. But Toulouse dominated the game from the beginning. Logan Costa, who has only played 8 senior games this season, scored 2 goals with a header and became the fastest player to achieve a brace. In the Coupe de France final in the 21st century, Thijs Dallinga scored 2 goals before the 30-minute mark, leaving Nantes stunned. In the second half, Nantes tried to come back but failed. Toulouse continued to dominate and won the match, although Nantes scored a penalty in the end. It was not enough to change the outcome. This is Toulouse's second victory in the tournament, the first being in 1957 against Angers. Nantes needs to recover quickly as they are currently at 16th place in the Ligue 1 table and face the threat of relegation. Erik ten Hag, the manager of Manchester United, has admitted that his team needs more attacking players for the upcoming summer transfer window. During a recent match against Tottenham, United supporters chanted Harry Kane, "We'll see you in June," indicating their desire for the England captain to join their team. Kane played a significant role in his team's recovery from a 2-goal deficit, dropping back to midfield and setting up a late equalizer, although United had a strong first half. With goals from Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford, Tottenham supporters continued to chant for Kane. Ten Hag acknowledged that United needs more attacking players to strengthen their squad, as they have had a shortage of number 9s due to the absence of Cristiano Ronaldo and the unavailability of Anthony Martial and Jadon Sancho. Rashford has been a standout player this season, with his excellent goal-scoring form and versatility in playing as a central striker or on the left. Ten Hag believes that United needs offensive players who are impact and quality players to improve their front line. Sadio Mane might return to the English Premier League soon if Bayern Munich takes seriously Chelsea's potential bid for him. However, it's important to note that the Blues have not made an offer yet. According to German journalist Christian Falk, Bayern Munich would be willing to negotiate if Chelsea were to make a bid. The journalist also mentioned that Bayern Munich is looking for a buyer for Mane, and that a trade with Osimhen would be appreciated, but is unlikely. Although this news may be disappointing for Liverpool fans, who have seen Mane's success in the Premier League, it seems that Thomas Tuchel's team is willing to let go of the player. After a bust-up with Leroy Sane, Mane has won many trophies with Liverpool, including the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, and more. While Mane's potential transfer to Chelsea may have seemed promising, it remains to be seen if Mane would be open to moving to another British club besides Liverpool. Jim Ratcliffe values Manchester United more than Qatar in the final round of bidding to take over the club from the Glazers. This makes Ineos the most likely buyer, but caution is still advised due to the unusual nature of the process. This was supposed to be a hard deadline for the Glazers to make a decision, but it is unclear if they will sell. Ratcliffe's bid is higher because he wants to buy less of the club but pay more for it. There is surprise that the Qatar bid hasn't outbid Ratcliffe, and some believe there is a surprising distance between the bids. Ratcliffe proposes that Joel and Avram Glazer keep a non-controlling 20% stake. The last 2 weeks have seen bidders asked to detail their funding sources and ultimate ownership in anticipation of the Premier League's owner and directors test. Those seeking a minority stake have been put on hold for this stage. Lamine Yamal had a very special moment on Saturday night. He was chosen by Barcelona coach Xavi to play for FC Barcelona against Betis. This was a big deal because Yamal is very young. He was born in 2007, which means he is only 15 years old. Yamal's debut for Barcelona is even more remarkable because he is now the youngest player to ever wear the team's shirt. The fact that Yamal played wouldn't have made the headlines if he were older, but because of his age, it became a big news story. With just under 10 minutes left to play, and with Betis down to 9 men, Yamal replaced another young player named Gavi. Yamal almost scored within a few minutes of coming on the pitch, but unfortunately, he was not able to find the back of the net. Despite this, it was a very exciting moment for Yamal and for fans of Barcelona. Kylian Mbappe is a soccer player for Paris Saint-Germain until 2025. After signing a contract extension with his hometown club last year, Emmanuel Petit, a former French footballer, believes that Mbappe should leave PSG if he wants to take his career to the next level. Petit thinks Mbappe should leave if he wants to win the Champions League, become the best player in the world, and win the Ballon d'Or. Petit also believes that Mbappe can still join Real Madrid, despite having turned them down before. However, Mbappe seems determined to win the UEFA Champions League with PSG, as it would mean a lot to the city of Paris.